fans live for games like this one.
And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Now we get a chance to check some stats for Malik Monk.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Wiggins and Kuminga at the forward. A lot of bounce there. And it's Harvey in at the 5. And for the Mavericks, the 2 stars in the backcourt, Luka and Kyrie. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Derek Lively. And it's Prosper in at the 4-man position. It'll be the Mavericks off the tip. All right, Grant, as we get geared up for the home stretch, what are you looking for right now?
Well, B.A., health is #1 for me. What teams have their full allotment of players is key. As we head to the playoffs, it's about attrition. Which team can stay healthy?
Well, MP's made it known that he's gunning for Defensive Player of the Year. He's up against some tough competition.
Defensively, I love what MP is doing right now. He's been focused and disruptive, and he's been doing it on every possession, and that's the key. If you want to be considered for Defensive Player of the Year, you have to bring it all game, every game.
Got a piece of it. Curry with it, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Here's Irving. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Outside Kuminga. Curry passes to Kuminga. To the inside. Here's MP, and it's going to be a 3-second call. He's really been spectacular lately. Here's your Western Conference Player of the Week, Luka Doncic.
What's really impressed me is his ability to create for others on the offensive end. He's got a sharp mind for the game, and he's put it to use, helping his teammates find good shots.
And if you're looking for identifiable team mascots, Clark, some say the Mavericks champ, the horse, is near the top of the list.
Yeah, he does get after it. Also, the Mavs man. Dallas is rolling out a couple of iconic figures to keep that crowd on fire. Can't let Doncic get the positioning he seeks, or he'll dunk all over you.
Here's MP. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
In transition, here come the Warriors. The kick out, Curry. Wiggins outside, lets it go from deep. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
Nice fluid motion off the catch there. I mean, Wiggins becoming a dangerous jump shooter.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Earlier, I spoke with the Mavericks head coach. We chatted about strategy against Andrew Wiggins, and coach put it simply. He said, quote, we just got to stay on him at the arc, on the inside. We can't let him give our defenders a slip. So the defense is going to try to stay as glued to nimble Wiggins as possible for this one.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now the Warriors with it. Trailing by 4. A tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
Yeah, they made a lot of plays, and they were in it until the end. just couldn't do enough to get the win.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it, so you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle. You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
Doncic outside. Pass to Lively. Outside for Irving. Out to the right wing. Here's Prosper. No good on the triple. And so MP will bring it up for Golden State. Outside Curry. Launches it. Doncic pulls down the board. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Mark, when you watch Luka Doncic play, how is he able to just control the games like he does?
He's a savant. That's all I can say. He's way ahead of himself. I mean, this guy's been a pro since he was 13 or 14 years old. There's nobody else in the NBA that can control that man, I don't think. So, unique in that regard. Great size, uncanny, underrated strength. And then his vision, his pace, all of that what allows him to really not ever be sped up or out of control. No hesitation from Wiggins, shooting with confidence and conviction.
Back to Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simple.
Here's Doncic. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. To the middle. And Lively with a basket. On the assist by Doncic.
You can tell Lively knows his position well, knows how to be efficient as the roll man.
Pass to Harvey. And MP throws it down.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And so it's Dallas with it, following the score by Golden State. Now here's Irving. Here's the 3. Warriors with the rebound. MP's got 4 rebounds in the game. It's stolen by Irving. Here's Doncic. Doncic, great positioning on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound and get it back up.
Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for the Dallas Mavericks. Absolutely. If you're just changes. Council, he's checked in for Kleba, and it's Hardy in for Luka Doncic. MP's checked in for the Warriors. Pajemski comes in for Hield. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Pass to Gafford. Here's Hardy. 3-pointer. Again, the miss by Dallas.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
So on the floor for Golden State, Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Derek Jones is out there with Malik Monk, and it's MP in at the center position.
Young fella does not let the contact distract or bother him. Business-like finish from MP.
The Mavericks leading. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Spurs was all business. He ended up with 26 points, and he also dominated the glass. No surprises there. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, BA. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Pass to Hardy. Back to Irving. From outside the arc. Nails it, and he's 1 for 5 with that one.
Doesn't matter if he's well guarded or not. Kyrie knocking it down from deep.
You know, Clark, watching Kyrie Irving, he still does things you just can't believe.
His ball handling ability is just remarkable, and his finishing ability surpasses his rush hour handling. And that's saying a ton. He can beat anybody off the dribble. He can make tough shots. He really is one of the elite scorers from the guard position in the history of the NBA. I don't think that's an overstatement. The angles he finishes, the shots he can make, he's as elite as we've had in the league.
Warriors trail by 6. To the paint. Here's Harvey. MP hammers it down.
And the defense is going to remember this. They might try to make MP pay for it.
Pass to Prosper. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Doncic against MP. Nice finish from Luka.
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
And he's going for the oop here. MP, that one's good. MP's got 12 points in the game.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Doncic up top, covered by MP. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
You know, so far, I'm pretty impressed with MP's attitude. He doesn't seem like a young hothead. He knows he's got a lot of work to do on his game.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Thompson. And both free throws good for MP. There's 38 seconds left to play in the half. MP against Doncic. Pass to Irving. It's over Monk. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
We've seen Kyrie do this so many times, precise in the two-man game. Lethal, too.
Now here's MP, guarded by Doncic. Here's MP. Nice job by MP, converting it tight.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Doncic, and that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Dallas on top. They're up by 2. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the...
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down.
It's far enough into the season now where you can tell which guys are for real and which guys are pushing for that ROI.
I remember in 1993.
And now let's talk Golden State. They're in an even matchup through one half of play.
I like how they've been eating the glass. Figuratively, no one should eat glass.
Just barbecued chicken.
It's the centerpiece of healthy, balanced diet, Ernie.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
The 2 stars in the backcourt, Luka and Kyrie. Then there's Derek Lively. Then there's Butler. And it's Prosper in at the 4 spot. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half.
MP's been the catalyst for them tonight. Solid leadership from this young man.
Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates. And it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals. You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Down low. The kick out. Curry for the lead. Lively grabs the miss. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Pass to Lively. Lets the three fly. Harvey pulls it in. MP's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team to win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
First trip to the line for him here.
Guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
And he's good on the second.
It's interesting. Some people say Wiggins should play meaner, but to me the most important thing is that he improves his overall game every year.
Pass to Irving. Here's Prosper. Now Lively. He's covered by Curry. Dallas shooting their second and third shots at the line here. No good on the free throw.
Rim running, shot blocking, rebounding, Lively, elite in all 3 categories.
And he sinks the second. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Outside Curry. And here's Kuminga for 3. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Here's Butler. The rebound by MP. Harvey's got 11 rebounds in the game. Inside. Soft touch off the glass. Harvey's got 6 in the quarter.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Pass to Prosper. Doncic against MP. Lively with a screen on MP. To the paint. And Lively with a basket. On the assist by Doncic. Lively's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Boy, with the basketball IQ of a 15-year vet, Doncic makes plays that even veterans struggle with.
And here's Kuminga for 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
I just love the ball move.
Mavericks trail by 8. And they doubled up Doncic. And he lobs it up top.
So good at seeing the floor. Doncic able to set up his open teammates.
Here's Curry. 7 points in the game. Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
5 on the clock. Wiggins from long range. Wiggins for the triple.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
No question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Here's Doncic. MP with the block.
Yeah, a timely intervention by MP. He knew just when to attack the shot. Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
They came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Here's Doncic. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Doncic has got 20.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
That's how it goes with him. These hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Klay Thompson comes in for Prosper. And it's Hardy in for Kyrie Irving. Jones misses.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. He got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Doncic finds Thompson. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th assist in this one. The Warriors lead by 6. Outside Kuminga. MP's doubled. Back to Kuminga. Monk for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Monk's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
You got to be up on Monk all the time. I mean, even when the pass has not gotten to him yet, you need to be there before it arrives because he's ready to let it go when he catches it.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Pass to Doncic from downtown, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. From deep, here's Doncic. And so it's the Golden State Warriors closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Well, it's clear the defensive focus was to shut down Kyrie Irving, because so far it's working. We'll be right back with you shortly. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Lively comes in for Gafford, and Jimmy Butler is subbed in for Thompson. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. MP's checked in for Santos. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Jones. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Hield. And Pajemski subbed in for Monk. So on the floor for Golden State, Pajemski the off guard with Wiggins at small forward. MP is out there with Kuminga, and it's Curry in at the 1. 5 to shoot. Doncic passes to Lively. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists tonight.
And they're on a big run to make this game interesting. Can't let up now.
I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at it.
It's stolen by Lively. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Here's Irving. It's tipped. Here's Wiggins. Outside Curry. It's stolen by Lively. Irving with it. Now Pajemski defending to tie it up. And that one's good. Irving for 3. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yes, indeedy. Irving giving you much in the quarter.
And here's Kuminga for 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Doncic has got 5 rebounds tonight to take the lead. Another 3 for Dallas.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the 4th. Here's MP. Up and in on the layup. MP's got 26.
Oh boy, did MP's team need that basket. Already proven he can come up big in his young career.
Pass to Irving. Screen by Lively. Let's go with a 3. Irving, no good. The Warriors trailing. Pajemski. Doncic will block.
How about the D from Doncic? These guys appreciate when he gives that kind of effort at the defensive end.
1:07 left in the 4th quarter of this one. And MP throws it down.
Hey, it's simple, folks. Get that rock to MP. He might be young, but he can get it done.
From deep, here's Doncic. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They've led by as many as 14. Pass to Wiggins. The 3 ball. Rebounded by Prosper. Important possession here.
Yeah, we'll see how they execute under pressure.
Curry with a steal. Curry drives. Outside Kuminga. Laces one from three.
It's been great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game.
Yes.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He reminded his team just how close this game is, saying, guys, we aren't out of this yet. We still have plenty of time left. Let's go out and execute our game plan, and I promise you, we will win this game. Let's see how they come out of this timeout, Brian.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Five-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Butler passes to Irving to halt the run. The rebound by MP. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. 16 foul. Stephen Curry.
Good on the first. And that puts them up 5. And so both free throws good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Every free throw is crucial in a close game. Nice work at the line.
From behind the arc. Prosper misses. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Jimmy Butler. Second personal foul. Team is in the penalty. MP.
He drops the first one. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. Irving, that's good.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
And so the big win by Golden State in a tight game. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
So what time is it? It is time to start talking about MP as the defensive player of the year. Night after night, battle after battle, his team comes out on top, and he is the tip of the spear.
Poison tip.
Poison is right, Russ. Inject just a little bit of MP in the other team's offense, and bam, bam, bam.
System failure, baby.
System failure, whatever that means.
It's a computer thing.
Of course it is, sure. Whatever. The point is, MP is a beast on defense.
Okay, so you both played. You were both, shall we say, defensively oriented. Yeah? What do you see in MP that's so special on that side of the ball?
Are you saying we couldn't shoot?
Yeah, he's saying we couldn't shoot, Russ. And to be fair, I'm not going to take that bait, but you couldn't shoot.
What you mean I couldn't shoot? Shooting was the one thing that I did best. What I couldn't do was play defense. But coming from a guy who averaged 7 points a game, even when you got decent minutes, I don't want to hear it, Jalen.
8.2 points per game
Exactly.
in 2014.
Exactly.
But to answer Toby's question, what's special about MP is his mentality.
Right.
He isn't just smart or sound. He is a selfless defender. Everything he does is with an eye on the final score, not the box score, mind you. That's a defensive player of the year material. And as a former defensive demon myself, I know a beast when I see one.
Yeah, system failure.
Huh?
System,
Oh, the computer thing, yeah.
That's right, MP. They can't stop you. Win.
MP learned the hard way tonight. You talk a lot of trash, and you come up short, yeah, your rep gonna take a hit. You gotta do something about that quick, ASAP.
Together.